All right, Jason Coulthard joining me right now. A couple of dads with a couple of kids and one with a dad bod.
Well, if I go like this, you can't tell that I have a dad bod, I suppose. And a couple of dads who probably, like most dads, are the ones who are often asked to change the car seats, pull them out, put them in, and we know just exactly how tough those are.
Not even close, right? You know what's interesting too, and Ashley brought this up on the morning show this morning, is that I did the same thing when I was putting mine in, thinking that you use the latches and the safety belt. Think, oh, well, it's double the protection. This must be incredible.
It makes no sense to me that it's one or the other. I'll share kind of a personal story after we see this story coming up about how to spot a fake, but it can be very confusing. Anyone who's tried to put a car seat in,
right,
it's outrageously confusing, but it kind of goes hand in hand with being a parent anyway. You're a brand new parent. You have all these things you need, including car seats, and it can get expensive really fast. So it's natural you might want to look for a deal on that. But when you go searching for maybe a cheaper knockoff car seat, you're actually putting your kid's life in danger.
When you become a parent, there's not a handbook.
Lola Laguerre, like a lot of new parents, wasn't sure where to find everything she needed for her new baby girl.
It was really scary because you want to be the best mom. So I didn't think that something like, that was purchased would have been unsafe for my child.
Laguerre saw what she thought was a cute car seat for her 4-month-old daughter on TikTok. Then she bought it on Amazon from a third party.
I was driving her with that car seat for like 2 months, like close to 3. So thank God that, someone that had more experience was able to tell me that, this is not the right car seat for her.
It turned out to be counterfeit.
I kind of felt guilty a little because I'm like, whoa, I'm a bad mom.
We're seeing kind of an increase in counterfeit products, and car seats are one of those.
Jessica Winberry is a car seat safety expert.
We know motor vehicle crashes are a leading cause of death in kids, so we want to make sure our kids are as safe as possible. So why is a counterfeit not appropriate? A, it hasn't been crash tested.
These are the reasons it wouldn't do well in a crash test, and also some red flags to spot a knockoff. First, legit car seats come with written instructions in both English and Spanish, and a registration card you should fill out in case of a recall. There should also be instruction labels on the car seat. If it's cheaper, lighter, doesn't feel sturdy, or has a safety buckle underneath, it's likely a fake.
If you cannot find a manufacturing name, a model number, and a manufacturing number, it's probably a counterfeit car seat. So that could be one of your number one ways of identifying that.
Laguerre took the financial loss, but her daughter's new seat comes with safety and peace of mind.
She loved her brand new car seat. She'd just fall asleep on it. We'll drive 30 minutes from here or 2 hours. She's just sleeping the whole time. So I think she's also much comfortable in that car seat too.
The number one takeaway here, by the way, is go through a retailer. That way you know it's probably not going to be a fake.
It's funny you say that because I remember when I was buying car seats for our little ones, and we went to, I think it was Buy Buy Baby and Target and all these places, and the number of retailers you can go to now much smaller, right? In terms of the number of stores you can go to. Some of the stores just don't exist now.
Right. So the choice is less. Now, so my story here. We were talking about how to install car seats properly, and it's important, like when the fire department or local government, I don't think the fire department does it anymore, but they would have these events where, we'll check your car seats.
See if you did it right, shame you when you didn't.
Yes. So a long time ago, I have a 25-year-old and a 22-year-old. We were driving, they were 3 and 1, maybe less than 1. Wintry day, and we hit some black ice. I'm in an SUV, I think it was a Jimmy that we had. Slide, and I don't panic. It's like, okay, this happens. Not going super fast, but it just doesn't react. Lose complete control on the freeway, bounce into the median, thinking, and I'm still thinking, oh, geez, now I'm going to have to get towed out of this probably. Immediately bounces us into oncoming traffic. In the distance, 2 semis are coming, and now I don't even know zero control. We slide all the way across. And I try and just go in straight, still no control. We end up rolling 3 times. Turn around, that longest moment of my life to see them both just sitting there. One's asleep, and my oldest one is just looking at me like, what's going on?
But they're perfectly okay.
Perfectly fine, and I didn't have the seats properly installed, as I found out later.
You didn't?
I had the seat, like you could put it on either way, either the low buckles, which I never could figure out what to do with those. I could never find the hooks
Yeah,
in
the
that vehicle.
latches, right? Yeah, right.
So I used the actual seat belt,
Yep.
which you can do, but I had belted it on the wrong side, through the back of it, rather than over the lap. It just wasn't quite right.
Oh, okay.
But they did the job, and it was protected.
gosh.
And Darnell has a story too. Have you ever talked to Darnell? His daughter was injured severely
Yep.
in a crash where she wasn't in a seat at all. So just even if you're in the seat, you want to make sure it's in properly. But even if it's improper, there's a lot of protection there with those things.
You know, something I found out, not the hard way, thank goodness, is that child seats have an expiration date.
Yeah.
Right? And I thought, I took forever trying to understand why. Like, what about this expires? And it turns out it's mostly the foam that breaks down over time. And then it doesn't provide as much protection. So I think they're good for, I want to say like 5 years, somewhere in that range. But yeah, just so many nuances. I think the bottom line here is buy name brands or ones that you can at least trust from a retailer. And then when they have those events, the fire departments, the police departments, the cities, go to them.
Yeah.
Especially for all the dads out there, don't think that you're too macho and that you can do it by yourself.
Yeah.
He screwed up. I've screwed up. We've all screwed up.
I've done enough car seat stories now to know it is so hard to get them in there so tight and perfect. It's great to have all that knowledge. Plus, just learning in this story most recently to know these knockoffs, the plastic is so flimsy. You know, when you grab something and it's just, you can tell one's sturdy and one's really not, and you're like, oh, it's flimsy plastic on top of all of that.
Yeah, and it's frustrating too because, you know, we know there's knockoffs of almost everything. Who would make a knockoff of child safety seats that someone's going to get hurt?
And sometimes it's just not meant to be in a vehicle. Maybe it's like, oh, you can carry the kid around,
Yeah, you
blah,
can go
blah,
for a
blah.
walk. Yeah, that's it.
Just be careful.
All right, Jason, thanks, man.
Yeah, man.